Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gameacologists. We're not dead, I promise, even though Kyle and Matt aren't here. I promise they're not in a shed somewhere buried. But Ed's here, alive, with evidence of his continued existence.
Was it?
Yeah, we're here. So what are we talking about today, Ed?
I don't know. This is your show,
I
man.
just
I'm just
yeah, I know.
here. I'm just a guest
Thought I
starring.
would blindside you with that one. It's been a long time
I'm
since we've
unblindsidable.
it's been a long time since we've been here. It's been almost a year. What's happened? I got a Switch too. You
Oh,
got a Switch
nice.
too.
No, I still have the regular Switch, or actually the OLED, but
Oh, because that's right. Because you did all those Prime 4 videos, but I forgot it was on.
on the regular Switch, yeah.
Yeah,
I ain't dropping another $300 or $400 on another Switch. Screw that.
it's it's awesome. The first thing I did when I got it home was beat Wind Waker.
I wasn't even aware Wind Waker was on the Switch now.
They put GameCube games.
Oh, that's right. They did do that. They did do
There's
that.
not very many.
No, I will license you choose and whatnot.
Yeah, the game chat feature is kind of cool, but I only know one other person
Yeah,
who has it.
constant like punk ass bitch.
Yeah, basically. I've been spending a lot of time on Nintendo lately. I'm playing a
Yeah.
lot of turn-based RPGs, getting through Chrono Trigger.
Chrono
Um,
Trigger. What's that game about again?
It's a Super Nintendo game from 1995, I believe, and it's about a how do I it's an alien parasite thing that crash lands into Earth in the dinosaur era and burrows into the ground and over thousands of years sucks energy from the planet and eventually like causes an apocalypse. And the main characters gain access to time travel and go to different periods of time back and forth and fix things in the past and in the future and eventually fight the boss. And it's a turn-based RPG.
It actually does sound cool. I've actually never
It's dope
played
as
it,
fuck.
but I've heard it. I've like it's a surprisingly popular game.
Oh, it's pretty valuable on the Super Nintendo. Like it's not
Hmm.
cheap last I checked. But I definitely didn't hack this Super Nintendo Classic with Chrono Trigger and NBA Jam.
I feel like that's mandatory at this point.
Yeah, why didn't they? I mean, I get licenses, but if you can't put NBA Jam on it, why even put it out?
That's a good question, man. Ask Shigeru Miyamoto. Oh wait, he's dead.
Miyamoto's not dead.
Miyamoto's not dead. Which one
It's
died
Satoru
recently?
Iwata.
Satoru
You didn't
Iwata. There you
think of
go.
the
My
damn.
bad. My bad. I knew one of them was dead though.
I've noticed you've been playing. Let me see if I can remember off the top of my head. I know you had a series of Metroid Prime 4 videos,
Heck yeah, that game was
which
pretty good. It
did you
wasn't
like it?
great.
I've heard a lot of negative stuff on the internet.
It's mixed reviews. Like it's not the worst entry. The worst entry, a lot of people will still argue it's Metro Prime 3 corruption.
Same. The Wii
Um,
controls.
yeah, the Wii controls, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it just didn't feel like a brand new, fresh title. If anything, it felt like they took what was great about the other Metroid Primes, stuck it with a new paint job, and said, "Hey, there's a new game right there." And
It
the
looked
whole bike thing was just like a half-assed afterthought on traveling between biomes.
it looked to me like so when Duke Nukem Forever finally came out and they're like, "Oh, we worked on this game for 14 years." There were people trying to get Duke Nukem Forever made for 14 years, but the game we got was not worked on for 14 years.
No,
The IP, what that maybe a couple of years.
yeah. Well, they did
Very
the same.
rushed.
They did the same thing with oh my god, I just had it, I just blanked out on it. But they did the same thing with crap. I forgot what game it was. It was a PlayStation exclusive. They supposedly spent like 10, 15 years on it, but the reality was that they scrapped the whole thing last minute and they did a whole new one. And it was even a whole new team. And the thing they put out was just like huge garbage doo doo. And it was on the PlayStation Store for like a week before it got taken down.
I don't know. That sounds familiar. That almost sounds like
It came out recently. It's literally like a Fortnite esque Apex game shooter, and supposedly they had spent years on it, but the reality was that whatever they had, they scrapped it, and then they redid a new IP, but it just came out horribly. I forget what it's called, but it's one of those games that apparently is just one of the worst releases in Sony's history of games so far.
that's like the original Resident Evil 2 on the PS1. They
I
had
remember that.
I think it was a new director come in towards the end of
Yeah.
development, and he just looked around and he was like the Rock and Walking Tall, like you're all fired. Like he's
Hmm.
like trash all this shit, and then they had to rush to make a brand new game, and that was Resident Evil 2 that we know of. And that's why we got so many like Dual Shock editions and director's cut and shit for the first one.
Yeah, there is. It's crazy how many versions of a single game Resident Evil has. Like even the first Resident Evil, you have Biohazard, you
That's
have Resident
Capcom
Evil.
though.
Yeah. Hmm.
Street Fighter. They do that. I stopped buying Street Fighters because it's like, come on, guys, this is
Well,
getting
so far
ridiculous.
Street Fighter 6 has been pretty consistent. They haven't done like, oh, we have Street Fighter 6 Ultimate or Street Fighter 6 Arcade Edition or Street Fighter 6 Give Us All Your Money Edition.
I still like Street Fighter, but I still haven't played anything past five.
I
Past
think
four. Past
5
four.
was
I
I think
Yeah.
they peaked at 4. 5 was good because it took a lot what 4 had and then they refined it. But I feel I prefer 4 over any of the other ones. It's still one of my favorites. Especially the announcer. One in particular one is when you do an ultimate finish and he goes, "Violence is a beautiful thing."
Did you see the trailer for the movie?
Yes, I
What
am gonna watch it. I have my expectations tempered though.
I thought it looks good.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna try to
Like,
make it as corny as they can. As they
well,
should.
they're gonna make it like
The original 90s version with
yeah, try to
Jean-Claude
be
Van Damme.
kind of like the game. Well, not the
Hmm.
movie.
I don't know. A lot of people hate the live action with Raul Julia and Jean-Claude, but I liked it.
I think like as a Street Fighter IP, it's dumb, but it's a good like it's a fun movie. Same with the Mario Brothers movie. It's
The
not a good
one with
representation of
John
Mario, but
Leguizamo?
yeah, Bob Hoskins.
That's hot
Bob Hoskins.
steaming doo doo right there.
Well, as a Mario product, yes, but on its own, it's a fun movie. I showed it to my son who loves Mario, and he liked the movie.
I mean, they could have called it something else, like
They
Plumber
could have called
Man,
it something else. They could have
Plumber
Plumber Man.
Man, Jump
Yeah,
Man.
anything. They know what they did. They know it was wrong,
Hmm.
and this is just the timeline we're in.
I know
Like,
that is the time number. I mean, it didn't kill the franchise, so that's a good thing.
yeah, it was too big to die.
Yeah, and then the new animated ones, they're pretty good.
I haven't seen the Galaxy one. I got Mario Galaxy 2. I think I like the first one better.
The first one is a little better. For one, it has more worlds.
I haven't beaten 2 yet, but I beat 1.
Hmm.
And I don't know. 2 is cool. I'll go back to it. I will beat it. I paid for it.
I feel like 2 was what they were trying to get Odyssey to before they made Odyssey. I feel like 2 was their test ground for Odyssey.
Odyssey
Just
was
by
great.
just by some of the mechanics they were using. No, Odyssey was fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a very good game. Actually, the first time I played it, it felt like I was playing Mario Galaxy. And then I remember one particular scene where you're running around and you're running around something circular. And I'm like, this is exactly Mario Galaxy. But then you go onto another planet or world or what you want to call it with the ship, and then it's a completely different game.
In the constant search for different things to play, I gave Marvel's Avengers a third chance, and I still didn't like. I want to like that game. There is potential. There is a good game in there, but they just did it really badly. Did you play it?
I could never get into those games. I tried with it was for the GameCube and you played as the X-Men.
Rise of the Imperfects?
Rise of the Imperfects, that's the one.
No. I think that's a
That one I
fighting game.
like.
It's like a big 3D, like every level's a big rectangle and you fight
Yeah.
like
Yeah, but I
yeah.
think it's by the same guys who made the Avenger games.
I think this was I got it physically, which like this is delisted now, so maybe in the future it says internet required and it's Crystal Dynamics. So the people who have Tomb Raider now,
Nice.
they did this to us.
Yeah. Well, they wanted money.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can make the same argument about Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
I'm the only person I know that doesn't really like that game.
I don't like it either.
Well,
2
good.
is the best one.
Absolutely. 2 is like a
You know.
Street Fighter.
I want to take you for a ride. Yeah, I want to take you for a ride.
It's not the same without the saxophones.
Exactly. Yeah, he
It's
needs a
odd
saxophone.
without the saxophones.
And then the announcer. every time the match finishes, his little commentary at the end is like, "Oh man, I almost had a heart attack."
Oh, one speaking of fighting games, one fun thing that we did now that Matt lives out here and I have another human being to sit and play video games with in a room.
Yay!
Injustice 2. The online servers for
Oh
Injustice 2 are
man,
ass. But
the
now but I kept the disc because I fucking
the
love this game.
the net code for Injustice 2 was so bad that at one point I found out a way that you can max out a character's stats with an AFK prompt, and basically you just kept connecting to a match. Match starts, it forces the other player to disconnect, which defaults you as the winner, and you keep gaining points to level up your whatever it is you need to level up.
I have the Jay Garrick and Reverse Flash outfits for the Flash that have their own voice actors
Nice.
and everything.
I have Guy Gardner's original voice actor for
Oh,
Green
damn.
Lantern.
I
It was pretty good. I was like, wow, that's pretty good. I was surprised by that one.
didn't know Guy Gardner was an outfit. I didn't really like Green Lantern in that game, but that's just me.
He wasn't that
I
good. He wasn't that good.
like Green Arrow.
I still like using the Flash. He's busted.
Yeah,
He's very busted.
you can unlock a counter for him too.
Yeah. And what was his name? Darkseid, especially with his Omega beam.
Harley Quinn is really good.
I mean, I
I like
like
Harley
her.
Quinn
I like her I don't know what to call it, her special, I guess.
with the hyenas,
Yeah, with the
and she
hyenas and the
hits them.
hammer.
Yeah,
But I do like the turtles though. The turtles were really good.
I got the turtles,
They were busted in that game.
but
Especially Raphael and Mikey.
the ability to play it with another person in the same room, not on the internet, lagless Smash
Yeah, couch,
is just
couch. You can never be couch.
you cannot. Internet free Smash is just
Oh man, that takes
right.
me back.
It's like spaghetti. It's perfect.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, back in the melee days, you
yeah,
can have some insane matches.
we didn't know how we had it.
We did not. You don't know how good we had it. I blame Xbox because they're the ones who started the online craze. Play with your friends no matter where you are, so long as you have a good internet connection. And you pay $29.99 a month. Although at the
Well,
time it was $99.99 a month.
now it's
Twenty two
well,
ninety nine for every 3 months. If you get the ultimate.
I pay the $10 a month, and sometimes I just don't pay. Well, are you talking about the Switch one or the
Oh no, I'm
PlayStation?
talking about Xbox. But
Oh,
the Switch, honestly, is better to just pay the year because it's actually not as expensive.
yeah.
But it's still pretty bad online service.
Oh, but the stuff that they offer, I beat multiple Metroid games on there. I beat Wind Waker on there. I have friends come over and we'll play Mario Party 3
Hell
on
yeah.
the N64 or
Best
Mario
one, man.
Tennis. Me and Matt have been playing Mario Tennis Aces like a lot. We're doing duos where it's us two versus two computers on like the hardest difficulty. And
Nice.
they don't fuck up. They're clearly not human. They
No,
don't
they're
make
not.
mistakes.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's you against perfection because
Yeah.
that game's AI was unfair.
Yeah.
And the fact that they were able to get their ultra smack after one set was unfair. It's just one of those things that you're like, oh, let's make this game insanely difficult for a 7-year old.
Well, the so I don't have the newest one. I have Aces, I think, which is the one right before the newest one.
The newer ones suck. They try to make them too technical.
I have the one it's the one for the Switch, the regular Switch one.
I didn't like that one.
I don't like that you can't turn off like specials
Yeah, I
and
don't
stuff,
like
but
that.
other than that, I go in the options and I turn off like cuz if you break two of their rackets, it's an automatic game over, but you can turn that off. And a broken racket just gets you a point.
I know.
It
Either
still
way,
kind of
I
sucks,
mean,
but that's what me and Matt are playing.
it's still the other one is still better simply because the controls were tight. The special effects, the visual effects were really good. And on top of that, the roster that they had was probably one of the best in any of their party games that they've had ever since. Like freaking Donkey Kong was still one of my favorites because his power shot was insane.
And they got Mario Strikers on the Switch
Hmm.
too with the GameCube.
You know what? I could never get into those. The soccer
I
ones never caught my attention.
I never played it until very recently, and I had other people who I had Matt. He had never played it. My friend Ivan, he had never played it, and they pick it. It's a pick up and play game.
Yeah,
Like
I've
everybody
heard
was
it's
kicking everybody's ass.
I've heard it's really easy to pick up and it's a lot of fun, but they just never caught my attention.
The F-Zero GX is on there, and that's the last real
Man, F
F-Zero
Zero
game.
GX could have been so much better than it was. F Zero X is still better, but
I
F Zero.
disagree.
I
Well, I
remember when
grew
F
up with the
Zero GX
GameCube.
was first announced, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be the best thing ever." I remember watching the trailer to it and then seeing Captain Falco outside of his or Captain Falcon outside of his car,
Yeah,
and even the guy Fox McCloud's human version character,
I
seeing
don't
him for
remember
the
his
first
name.
time.
Yeah,
There's one which is clearly Fox McCloud. His name is something McCloud, but it's clearly a human representation of Fox McCloud from Star Fox. And he even has his car called the R Wing, which is what it's called in the game. Well, it's called the
no,
A Wing, but it's the R Wing.
I I didn't have X on the N64 when I was a kid. I think I had the Super Nintendo one, and then I had a GX for the GameCube, and I loved that game. That game's awesome. Flying off the edge and dying in the third race of a four race fucking exhibition
Yeah.
match out of nowhere. You just, oh, you're dead.
No, I mean, looking back, especially F Zero X, looking back at it and playing some of the tracks, I'm like, how was I able to learn these things? It's like it's insane to me because there's one track at the end of the tournament that has no rails at all, and
Oh yeah,
and it's not linear. There's like maybe one straightaway towards the finish line, but the rest is insane turns, and there's no rails.
but every time you win, there's an in-game currency system with a whole bunch of different racers and cars to unlock, and you can customize your own cars.
That I
And
like.
yeah, it's just like a bunch of part. There's a lot of reasons to like keep playing the game even without internet. They
True.
want you to beat exhibition or Grand Prix or whatever a bunch of times and race against your
Yeah.
friends and
Yeah,
die.
there was a pseudo version of it. I forget what it's called, and it was on the Switch.
It's a shame they haven't done anything else besides I played F-Zero 99.
That's the one. F Zero
Oh, that
99.
yeah.
Yeah. That's the one that it wasn't F Zero, but it was like it.
It's F-Zero for Super Nintendo.
hmm But
But
it's they did it like Tetris 99 where
yeah,
you have 100 other players.
I still play Tetris 99.
That's a
I
fun
like
one.
Tetris. I love Tetris. I have the paid version.
I only ever won one match in that
I've
game.
never won. I've beaten the 1,000 line mode, and I can do the 150 line mode in about 10 minutes
Yeah.
confidently.
But
But
yeah, I only
yeah,
ever won one match of the 99, and it was like one of the happiest days of my life.
it was probably bots.
Actually, I had found out recently that sometimes you are playing against bots, and you can kind of spot them with some of their usernames, like
Yeah.
Nintendo Boy 8088 or Tetris Man 99. And I'm like, really? That's your username? And then you have freaking the real players that have very inappropriate username.
Yeah.
It's just yeah. I mean, it's a fun game to play, especially if it could be surprisingly relaxing, even though it's high stakes.
But yeah,
Like there's also the Mario 99 where you have to run through the
that
game as fast as you can.
that technically doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, that's gone.
Yeah, there was a limited time only
Oh,
thing.
really?
Makes no sense. I mean, I played it. It was fun.
It was fun. Yeah.
It's the same
That's
concept of Tetris. You just
yeah.
send shit to other.
I like that, and I like the fact that you can see their shadows in the foreground or in the background as you're running through the map, so you
That's a
can
really
see
cool
what they're
idea.
doing. Yeah.
Nintendo has some kind of fear of missing out thing that they like to do. I lately have, I mean, I'll spend a little bit of time on my PlayStation. I did get Resident Evil 9, but mostly I play Nintendo. Like
Oh,
that's where I'm
you
at.
got Requiem?
Yeah, I've beaten it 4 times, 5 times. I've
Yeah.
beaten it a bunch of times already.
I'm trying to get the ultimate ending and unlock the unlimited ammo for the rocket right now.
I got the unlimited ammo for the regular shit, and then realized I was supposed to buy the rocket, and then so I fucked that up.
Yeah, that is the stupidest concept that that they thought of for this one because like how are you gonna make us work that much harder for an unlimited rocket?
Because I put it on the easiest difficulty, and I beat it without using the blood collector and without using herbs, and it's actually really easy to do that on
Actually,
casual.
yeah, it's not as hard as a lot of people make it seem.
Especially like if you have unlimited ammo,
Oh yeah.
like
And
it's nothing.
if you have Grace's little SMG, that thing is surprisingly good,
Yeah, I
effective.
have that.
Like I was just mopping up, especially the fat guy, since I couldn't
Freya's
use
needle.
the yeah. If you can't since you can't use the blood collector, you can't blow up the fat guy. So I just emptied 4 clips on him and he blew up. I
Yeah,
swear
it's a good game.
some of the enemies in that game suck. Like compared to like Village and Biohazard, like those had some of the most unique enemies out of any of the Resident Evils.
Well,
Especially the side bosses that you have to go out and look for, like the giant guy with the axe, the brothers,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
the wolf dog. Those were two really cool villains.
I gotta play Village again. I didn't really. I don't hate Village. Village is not a bad game.
I
I love.
didn't like Village simply the fact because it was its own IP and there was none of the original characters. I hated that,
Well,
but
Chris is there.
I will praise it because one, it expands on the lore. We now know what the T virus really is. It's not leeches.
Yeah.
It's a freaking mushroom or whatever you want to call it.
Well, part of the research the T virus comes from a flower.
Yeah, from a flower. There you go. I thought it was a fungus. I'm
Well,
so The Last of Us and Resident Evil are linked now.
so the mega mycete is a fungus,
That's
and
the one. Yeah, that's it.
Spencer had met with Mother Miranda and was studying with her, but they had
Yeah,
different goals. He wanted to
yeah.
be like godlike, and she wanted to resurrect her kid, and they did different.
I
They
remember.
went their
Yeah,
separate ways.
and then yeah, I mean, I did like that about Village and Biohazard simply because there's if one thing I've learned about Resident Evil is that it'll leave you with more questions than it answers.
Mhm. I liked where seven went back to survival horror, and I
Hmm.
was really disappointed when eight is they took seven and made it Resident Evil 4,
Yeah, basically, yeah.
which is cool. I like Resident Evil 4. I'll play another one of those.
I
But
mean, one thing I still didn't really like is the first person. I'm not a fan of that.
yeah, you could pay $10 and not
I
have first
saw
person.
that. I
I never
saw
did
that.
that.
I'm not doing that.
I never did the DLC. I beat the game a few times, but I
Oh,
never
I forgot
that.
there's DLC to it. Anyways, what did you think about the ending for Requiem? You
Okay,
know,
first I got the bad ending, which spoiler for the ending of Requiem.
I think it's been out long enough that a lot of people already know.
Yeah, I first got the bad ending, which it's just it just blew Leon's head off, and the credits rolled. It's like fuck you. And it was like
I
that didn't.
honestly I thought we were gonna get the option to try again when I did it because I did it on purpose. I knew it was gonna be the bad ending,
I
and
didn't
then
know I
I'm
would get
like,
the
oh, that's
option.
the game. That's the end of the
No,
game. Okay, I'm just glad that I made a save before that point, so I just went back and redid it again instead of
oh, it
having to beat the
does.
game all over again.
Oh no, at the end of the credits, it gives you the option of going back,
Yeah,
which I did, and that game's really good. So I think they heard the debate between the fans that like the action Resident Evil
aspect
and
of
the
four.
survival
Yeah,
horror, and they did a really good job of well, here's
combining
both of
them.
them.
Hmm. I mean, I agree, and at the same time, I disagree because playing as Grace, I hated playing as Grace. I don't like her. I didn't like her character.
I didn't hate it. I think like I liked that she didn't have a shotgun. I felt like that was by design.
No, that was by design. No, part of
Yeah.
my issue with her is that I understand that she's this girl, which to me is insane. My issue is not that she's a girl. My issue is the fact that she's an FBI agent. She
Yeah.
might be a desk jockey, but every FBI agent is still trained in Mortal Kombat, hand-to-hand combat, weapons training, and has survival skills far better compared to any other individual, like especially a civilian. And the
When
fact
this
that she was like twitching and the entire game, I'm like, bro, really?
when the
Why did you
zombies
join
showed
the
up,
FBI?
I was like, freeze FBI, and they didn't stop.
What kind of FBI agent are you, man?
I
Seriously.
thought so when the game started and her boss says, "Hey, we got information on the case regarding her mother's murder."
Hmm.
And they send her by herself to go investigate it. So I live in a very small town that has a volunteer fire department. And I know one of the guys who's a firefighter there, and he told me that if there's a fire at like your mom's house and you're a volunteer firefighter, they won't let you go. And if you demand, like insist that you're going to go, they will put their hands on you
Yeah.
and they will physically force you and subdue you. You can't go because it's like a conflict of interest. You're going to do something stupid because it's your mom.
Yeah.
It's a family member. So why the fuck would the FBI send like he walked past like three other agents
Yeah.
on
Probably
his
better
way
suited
to her.
agents.
So I figured at the beginning, like that was what I was thinking watching the opening cutscene. I'm like, okay, he's a villain,
Hmm.
and that never happened.
No.
So
I was kind of
it's
hoping it was a setup because
it had to be.
at least then you know why they had this little girl going through all this. I do like that she kind of nuts up at near the end
Yeah, when
after
she
after
kills the
after
girl.
after Leon kills the girl. Which, by the
Yeah.
way, I didn't hit her in her vitals. I
Oh, that's
shot her in
yeah.
the heart and in the chest and in the jugular. But I'm pretty sure she's okay.
I just shot her skull. Just knocked her skull around.
I want to talk to the guy who wrote that scene. I'm like, really, bro? This is the best you could come up with?
I think the thing at the beginning with the FBI boss picking her out of everyone else is a pretty sizable plot hole in the story, but not as bad as like I need to take your kid and shoot your wife, and there's no time to explain.
Oh yeah, that
It's
part was.
not as bad as
I'll
that.
give
Not
you
as
that one.
egregious.
I'll give you that one. But I like the fact that even though she kind of like fumbles the entire way, at the
Mhm.
end she ultimately, grows a pair and Sigourney Weavers it and saves Leon.
And
I like
that
that.
is good.
I like
That's
that
gonna be
somebody finally
okay.
saves Leon.
Yeah, but this experience, this is the issue with the series and why they had to bring Grace into it in the first place, is that now she's badass. So
Yeah.
she can't be in Resident Evil 10 or it's gonna suck. And I love Leon, but can we let the guy sleep?
Well, he's married. I'm pretty sure he might want to
Yeah,
have a kid or
I
something.
saw. Yeah, it's
So
just like it's not scary if it's Leon because
a lot of people,
backflipping over
it is
lasers.
dude. It was so much fun playing as Leon.
Yeah,
But
he's the shit.
one thing I find really funny is the fact that you have all these teams like the BSAA, military, obviously. Let's just say one guy. Send one guy. Who's
I
by the
think
way, who's dying by the way.
I think the major difference that I've noticed is that when Leon goes through these places, there is blood and spooky shit all over all the walls and everything already. All that shit already happened. So he's really good at walking through the aftermath of shit. He won't fix the zombie apocalypse in a city, but drop him in like 3 weeks in and and he'll
He's
figure
good.
it out.
He's good.
Yeah.
I
Let the
mean,
infection settle.
still a good game. Four still my favorite, so it's always gonna be my favorite.
Oh, that remake was so fucking
Yeah.
good. I haven't played the original since it came out.
I know. It's like they took everything of four and just cranked it up to 13 and they said, "Oh, you think four the original four was hard? We're gonna make it even harder for you now."
I will occasionally go back and play five because I love the mercenaries mode in that
Oh
game,
yeah.
and I keep trying to block with the knife.
Mercenary. Oh yeah. Now that
That's a
now that
problem.
now that that's a thing, it's like it's hardwired and you keep wanting to do that. But I will say this about Mercenaries mode, it's still probably one of the best mini games that they've added to the franchise ever since four.
They kind of well, it's actually from three, but it was different.
Hmm.
They kind of broke it in the remake a little bit with like so in every other version of the mercenaries, let's say you have a perfect fucking score. There's 10 seconds left in the match, and then a zombie bites you and you die. Your score is zero.
Zero. Hmm.
Like you don't get
Yeah.
anything. But in the four remake, when you die, you get to keep whatever score you had. And I'm getting S pluses and shit, but I died.
Hmm.
And I don't feel like I earned them. It's the best. Like their Wesker is the shit. He can like teleport around and
Oh yeah,
kill
he's
everybody.
busted.
But Oh, he's fucking amazing. But then like when I die, I don't get a score.
Yeah.
It's little kids
He-
nowadays with their
no, I still like Krauser though. Krauser's still one of my favorites. Like he's even more busted in this one.
yeah.
And I feel I to this day I still want him to come back. I want it to pop up and like, hey Leon, what's up?
I know, but
Well, if it isn't the bitch in the red dress.
I think it makes him a better character if he doesn't show up again. But I want to see him too. He was supposed to die.
I want Krauser to come back, and then I want them to somehow plug him in into Metal Gear.
That would be cool. But I think
Uh,
Leon is what he is now because of the XP he got from killing Krauser.
right? That knife of his, man, that thing made him invincible.
I remember Matt was asking me like, "Hey, when you got Krauser's knife, which knife do you use, his or Leon's?" I'm like, "What do you mean both?
Yeah, you
Why
can
would
use
you get
both.
rid of one? Why
Yeah,
would you get rid of one of them? Like now
you
you
can
have
use both.
two."
Yeah, especially when they added the whole durability thing. I was a little bummed about that at first, but then I was like, no, it's not that bad.
It's a bit of a schlep between the beginning of the game and the first merchant. I think
Yeah.
especially for new players. So their knife's gonna die pretty quickly. And
No, but
then
you can find a bunch of knives as you're
yeah,
progressing. Like I
little
remember by the time I got through the first part of the first chapter, I had like four knives. And granted, you can use them maybe three at the most, three times at the most. They still come in handy, especially if somebody grabs you.
there was a there was an update for the Switch 2. Do you know about the handheld boost mode?
No, no, I
So
haven't touched my Switch since Metroid. I haven't touched it since Metroid.
well, this is for the Switch 2. One thing I found that I can do is I gave my Switch to my son, and he so I have Captain Toad Treasure Tracker has a
I
two
love that
player
game.
mode. Yeah,
I
I do
love that
too.
game.
It
Mm-hmm.
has a two-player mode where like player two can like aim the motion control and
Mm-hmm.
affect things on the screen.
Yeah.
So if you have a Switch 2 and a copy of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker and a Switch 1 with no game in it, you can game share the game to
Mm-hmm.
the Switch 1 and you can both play with two Toads and two touchscreens
That's
walking
cool.
around together. And there's other games that do other things like that. And, oh, but anyway, I got sidetracked. The handheld boost mode, basically what it does, I don't know all the technical jargon, but you know when you're playing your Switch in your hand and you're looking at the screen and then you put it on the dock and it goes on the TV, the resolution is a little bit better.
Right. Yeah.
What the handheld boost mode does is it tells your Switch 2 that when you're playing a Switch 1 game in handheld mode, that it's in TV mode. So it gives you that higher resolution
That's
and the
cool.
games look better in handheld. Eats the battery a little bit faster.
Oh yeah, of course. That's the one thing that no handheld has gotten down yet, and I don't blame them. Um, I mean, I got the ROG Ally X. That thing, 2 hours, even if I'm playing on low settings.
I mean I keep it docked. I have it here at my desk and
Yeah.
every once in a while I'll go lay down in bed. It has an actual functioning kickstand, which is instead of a thing that looks like a kickstand,
Oh
it
yeah.
actually has one. And I'll like play turn-based RPGs and stuff before I go to
I'm
sleep.
gonna I'm gonna send you a link. I got this thing. It's it's a clamp for the Switch 2 or the Switch 1, right? Whatever you want. But it wraps around your neck and it sits on your chest, but it sits right in front of you. So you can play any which way, laying down on the toilet, on your desk, whatever, and the
Laying down on the
switch is
toilet.
the switch is right on your face, so you don't have to strain your neck. And you can have your controller, you can have the Joy Cons, whatever you want. And dude, is one of my favorite things that I when I was playing Metroid, that's one of the ways I was playing when I wasn't streaming. I was just like laying in bed, just playing with it like that. I'm gonna send you the link so you can get it for yourself, and I guarantee you're gonna love it, especially if you're playing it in handheld mode.
I stopped streaming almost entirely.
I saw.
Yeah.
That's very disappointing. Hey,
Twitch
so
got
what
weird.
happened? So what happened to the Gameacologists, John? You
That's
guys
an
haven't
excellent
posted a new
question.
episode in forever. What happened, John?
That's an excellent question.
Did the
Well,
little
Matt,
Pluriton abandon you,
they
John?
took my goddamn kidneys. I know what that is. I know stuff.
They put you in the frozen tub. What's
Well,
going
let's
on,
see.
John?
Matt moved out here, so now he lives just maybe a 10-minute drive away from where I live. And that you would think would make it easier for us
For
to.
real.
No, we've done even less. Uh,
Well, I mean, his job seems kind of demanding. His new job.
yeah, I mean,
Well, you
but
kind of
he
have to.
also has like a strict schedule when he's always like, I get off at 5 and I eat dinner by 6 and I do this by 7 and then I walk around for 15 minutes and then I take a shower and then I go to sleep
Oh
every
wow.
day. And I mean,
It's
that's cool.
it's understandable. And the
Oh,
reason it's understandable is because and this happens to a lot of people as they get older, your priorities change. Like I used to be able to game from the crack the middle of the night to the crack of dawn and then go to work and I'd be fine. I can barely make it past midnight now.
oh
And
yeah.
that's if I'm not hopped up on Red Bulls. And even on top of that, even in the middle of the night, my responsibilities are still in effect because if the kids need something, if there's an emergency, if Jen gets hungry in the middle of the night, she wants me to go get her something to eat.
Really?
Yeah,
Just
dude.
wakes you up? Just
Yeah,
wakes
she's
you
like,
up?
hey, I'm hungry. Like, what do you want? She'll send me to get her Jack or Taco Bell, and I don't mind. I honestly don't mind.
Hey, I'm
Um,
trying to start a battered husband's shelter, and I think me and
that
you,
doesn't make me a better husband. It makes
it
me a
could.
good husband.
Good if you cry about it enough.
No, especially because I'll usually get myself something too. Because we're one of those who get hungry in the middle of the night. Her and I get hungry in the middle of the night.
You enable each other.
We really do,
That's
which is
not,
kind of bad if
that's
you think
not,
about it. But I don't
no,
mind.
that sounds awesome.
I don't mind because at the end of the day, like we're doing something together, even if it's
Yeah.
getting fat together. Like I'll get fat with you. I don't mind. But yeah, so I understand why Matt, and I guess when he told us that he was leaving, the determination I saw in his eyes were like, okay, he's gonna go out there and he's gonna go give it 150%, and it looks like that's exactly what he's doing. Which is why we're like when we're texting the group chat and he's not answering, we're not like bugging him or we're not like, oh look, finally answered and yada yada.
I think he's babysitting children. I know he's not working today, but we've hung
Mm,
out almost every weekend.
that's cool.
Almost every weekend. But I know the women folk in our groups are doing things, and I think he's roped into child monitoring.
What the hell?
But
That's
well,
funny.
you know that Matt's brother is married to my wife's sister, so
Yeah,
technically Matt's family,
yeah,
and they're all out here. And my wife's sister just had a birthday, and one of their friends did a surprise
nice.
thing, and
Well, that's cool.
I've been playing Chrono Trigger.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I mean, if Matt can't cover the co-host, I'm available anytime during the week from 6 to 9, and on weekends, maybe throughout the entire day, unless I'm streaming. So if you want to hit me up and do an episode, just let me know.
Absolutely.
I'll commentate on your crazy game theories of how the FBI is secretly monitoring our gaming habits so they know which cities to bomb if the crowds get too unruly,
You know, I
or
hope they're doing that.
or how or how Halo is secretly a recruitment tactic from the Marines to get more people to enlist.
It is. That's why games like Resistance aren't because they get fucked up.
Yeah, they do.
Like,
No, dude. If you ever get the chance, play Frontline Fuels of War or play what's it called? What's it called? Spec Ops: The Line.
so,
Play
oh
Spec
yeah,
Ops:
you
The
guys
Line.
talked about that before.
I love that game. I
There's a
love and
whole
hate that game. It's a
there's a
very messed up game.
there's a whole segment in the plot devices episode
Yeah.
that we
Oh yeah,
did.
I remember that. But either
Um,
way, yeah, hit me up, man. Like I'll do some episodes with you, and if you want, you could do some episodes with me in the Media Buff podcast. Because if you've seen, we've gotten pretty still as well.
yeah, so I guess we could just like salvage our. I do have. So I think you own my channel because
In
Matt
a
didn't know how
way,
to.
you belong to. I am the parent company. You are your own subsidiary. You don't have to answer to me. You can do as you like with the show, with the episodes. But I am the parent company. I am the executive. No, not even the producer. I am I guess you can say the CEO of the company that owns your channel.
So
but
If
it's still yours. It's like Nintendo
let's
owning Disney, you know.
say if by some miracle we were to, become more popular, if we wanted to monetize it, we can't. You have to click the monetize button yourself
You just tell
physically.
me. You just have to tell me, dude. It's like it's not even a question of if or when. You just let me know, and I'm like, there you go. It's one of those things that I'm like people will be like, well, you could easily screw them if you want to. I'm like, I could, but why would I? And second
But
of
if
all, like if even if I were to screw them over, they're still the ones who are gonna inherit the popularity because it's them.
we bring you in, you're part of them, so you'd be screwing yourself over.
That too.
Yeah.
Either way, I mean, like I said, I'm down for it. You let
Fuck
me
Matt and
know.
Kyle.
I mean,
No, they're
not
not gonna
f
listen. They're not
them
gonna
if
listen.
they
They're not
if
gonna
and
listen
when.
to this. They're not.
No, no, no. Look, listen here. Hear me out. They're gonna be a part of the show regardless. If they can make it, they can like. And this is what I've told the Media Buff podcast as well because I've been doing. I did one recent episode with my wife. It was just the two of us, and I told him if you can make it to a recording, awesome. If you can't, it's fine. No big deal. You're still part of the show. We're not gonna phase you out. We're not gonna cut you out. If me and Jen make an episode that goes viral and gets us 1 million subscribers and views, that's not going to affect them at all. It's going to still be they're still going to be part of the show. They're still going to be registered as co-owners. So
Hold on.
our success, our success is their success, either which way. In the meantime, I'm kind of more focused on my channel right now, trying to grow that. Trying to get a following on my streaming. But like I said, I'm down for recordings anytime during the week and during the weekend, unless I have plans. And you just let me know within 24 hours, and I'm down, man. You want to say
I
like, hey, I want to do an episode about how games can cure erectile dysfunction? I'm there, man.
What we could do. I know that you're always playing different stuff, and I'm always trying to play different stuff. And so weekly we can talk about what you're playing, and I can talk about what I'm playing, and we can do weekly episodes of like
Yeah,
what are we
that's fine.
playing now. You can do breakdowns of the things that you're streaming,
Breakdown.
and in the meantime, we can
Shameful
think of
plugins.
yeah,
Shameful plugins.
we can think of other topics and do those throughout the week, but have a guaranteed baseline weekly
Yeah,
thing that'll be because we're already playing the games anyway.
exactly. And you guys, I feel like you guys picked a better topic to have your show about. This is video game. It's
Yeah,
easy. It's
just video
so
games,
easy, you
isn't it?
bastards. We have to come up with topics that are either popular or still in the 24-hour news cycle, and we can't wait too long to get them out because otherwise they become stale and
You
nobody
don't
cares.
have to. What about like on Christmas? You could do a Gremlins episode.
That'd be fun. That'd be
That
cool.
would probably,
No,
that would probably hit
the
pretty
the
well.
formula that I told them I want to do this time around is a little more chaotic, but it's still grounded in the sense that whatever ideas they have, let's do it. You just let me know what you want to talk about. You lead the episode, and I'll commentate on it. And even
Mm,
if not everybody can record, I can record. So I'll be available, and they can rant on or whatever crazy nonsense that pops into their little heads, and we'll bust it out every other day.
I think that you, in my honest opinion, you work better as a host. And I think if we're gonna do a show, even with those guys, and this part probably shouldn't be recorded, but I think that we should, because I get it. I did the same thing when we started Gameacologist. It was my idea. The show lives and dies with me. I do all the editing, all the recording, all the money that goes into it, all the effort is me. Matt writes a little bit, but I said like, hey, this isn't my show. This is our thing, and we're
Hmm.
together. And I don't want everybody looking at me like I'm some kind of team leader. I should not have fucking done that because it's chaos now. I should have been like Rick at the end of season 2 of The Walking Dead, where he's like, "This is not a democracy."
He
yeah,
changes his mind the following episode, though.
yeah, but no, but I'm just talking about
I
that moment. he was
know,
right.
I know. I killed my best friend for you people. All right,
yeah,
right?
he
What do you
was.
mean, you people? For me, like I said, I think I'm a better commentator than host, simply in the fact that whatever somebody's saying, I always have some kind of question to ask about it, even if it's something I know nothing about or very little interest about. I always have something to ask about it.
I think like
Like,
those guys, like Kyle and Matt, want to be a part. And this is, I'm not pointing fingers at anybody on media buff or singling anyone out, but it seems like there are people who genuinely enjoy being a part of something, and then there's people who want to create something.
Hmm.
Working with those other people. I want to make things. I've re-listened to my episode over and over again, and I was just listening to the last one we did, and I'm finding all these mistakes and all these tangents and all these things that should have been cut out, or someone should have stepped in and said, "Hey, can we talk about what we're talking about?"
Hmm.
and like shut that down. But it's all hindsight.
Well, if you listen to any of the like not latest episode, but one of some of the last episodes that we recorded, I kept mad at it very shortly.
Yeah, he was going on tangents about
Like
like
irrelevant,
Avatar and
irrelevant
shit.
stuff. Be
Like
like, nope, get back on track.
I
Irrelevant.
doesn't I do everything like
Manually? No.
yeah.
Here, let me actually pull up Audacity right now.
Should we still be recording? Probably
Yeah,
can.
man. Keep it raw, man.
Yeah,
Keep it raw. Yeah, a lot of recording software now has that, which is really cool. Here we go. Removing repetitive sounds like here it is. So it does have a filter. You select the track and then you go to options and editing and you put remove filler words and it'll scan it, highlight it, and it'll give you the option to remove it. So removing
nice.
stuff like or yeah, you can remove that automatically, which is cool. Yeah. The other thing you can also do is run it through Opus clips. They do that automatically as well. So that's
I
another.
when I make the clips, I listen to the so I do it while I'm editing. I made one today. I had me, Matt, and another friend of mine over at the house with just this one microphone in the middle of all three of us, and the audio
Nice.
quality is bad, and the things that we said are just awful.
I
So I don't know.
actually listening to
The
one of our first episodes when we just had the one mic was so funny too because we did not know what we were doing. We still don't,
yeah,
but we're getting there. We're getting there. I
but
still think that I still think that the Gameacologists and the Meter Buff podcast will become a household name. Like, oh, did you guys listen to the latest episode? These idiots are so dumb, but they're so funny. That's my goal right there.
we could like merge,
Merge.
become one.
Merge.
Do the people on Media Buff still play video games, or do they just
I do. I think I'm the only one who plays.
fondly
Oh,
remember?
actually, Omar's playing Lords of the Fallen, and I think he got Crimson Desert, but I think he's the only one still gaming. I think Lane still games.
Well, I know she's
Jen
surrounded by video games all day long.
Jen plays casually, but the only game she's really playing is Power Wash Simulator. She loves that
Eh,
game.
I've played that.
She loves that game. But me, I'm the only one who's playing like new games here and there. I haven't really had a chance to go back and play some older games, which I wanted to. I wanted to replay Dead Space because after playing Pragmata, like it really got me wanting to play Dead Space. It's like a less scary version of Dead Space. That's what Pragmata is basically.
Yeah, I saw some of you playing it. I made it to uh I made it to the final boss in Final Fantasy X. I've
Sin?
been playing old shit. Yeah,
You
I
beat
haven't beat him
Sin?
yet. I didn't beat him yet.
I still remember the first time I encountered him, and it was totally by random chance because I thought I didn't think I was already near the end of the game already, and I remember thinking to myself like, "Crap, I don't think I'm ready to beat this guy." And I went through everything I had. I threw everything I had at him, and those stupid obelisk or whatever the monoliths, those things beat me.
So there's you fight it a few times, and then there's a fight you do where you're on the outside of the airship, and it has a limit breaker bar that's filling up, and you have X amount of turns to kill
Yeah,
it
before it.
before
Mhm.
it kills you. It's instant game over regardless. Like if that thing fills up, you're dead. And I couldn't kill it. I couldn't do enough damage. I even went and got the overdrive limits brought up for all of the summonings,
Yeah.
and just kept trying to swap them out, and it wasn't enough. So then I looked for a good place to I looked on the internet for a good place to grind like post game or end game, and there's a place called the Omega Ruins that's not on the
Oh,
map.
yeah. I know what you're
It's
talking
not on
about.
your list of places. It gives you the coordinates online. And I found it, and extremely powerful enemy. So I'm in there
Very.
grinding a little bit, and then since then I've put the game down. But now if I pick it up again, I don't have to remember story or what's going on. I'm in the Omega Ruins, keep grinding.
I don't like that you can't skip the cutscenes. I wish you could. Like same thing with
Mm.
X2. I didn't like that you couldn't skip the cutscenes, especially that dance number. That was annoying.
I didn't. I have X and X2. I don't want to play X2. We tried. That was
Oh God, it
when
was so
Matt got
bad.
here. We
It
started it,
was
and
it
I
was
was
so
like, "Hey,
bad.
let's play something that everybody says sucks together and
It's
see if
so
we like
bad,
it."
dude.
We didn't like it.
It was so bad. I mean, I'm surprised I beat that game. I am surprised at myself that I was able to beat that game because it was such a chore to play that game.
I've never beaten Final Fantasy X in my life. This is the closest I've ever gotten to it. And my question is like looking at 10 and what I know about it, and then looking at what I know about 10 too, what the fuck happens at the end of 10? Because they're pop singers now and
Oh
they're
yeah.
like
No,
what the
trust me.
fuck
Even
happened?
after you
Well,
see
don't
the
tell
ending
me.
of 10, it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, how did you go from this ending into pop singers now?
Yeah, I don't know. Who is this for?
For the Gooners. This game was so much for the Gooners
I
because
guess.
they have the one mechanic that I know for a fact is for the Gooners is they have this thing called style change where
Yeah.
you can change the class of the character in mid battle. So if you need a mage but you don't have one, guess what? You can turn one of the girls into a mage. If you need a brawler, guess what? You want to turn one of the girls into a Tifa? You can do that.
I mean,
And then there's this
okay.
then there's this Sailor Moon esque animation, which kind of shows a silhouette of their figures, but at the same time, it doesn't show anything. And I'm pretty sure that was meant for the Gooner.
They know pornography is free.
Even I, as a low key, like if you know who, if you know me,
I
you
know
know
you beat Stellar Blade. I know
I
you
like
beat
the
all of Stellar
waifus.
Blade.
I beat Stellar Blade to death. I platinumed it
Damn.
in 30 days.
I didn't know you
Unlocked all
planned
the
it.
costumes. So you know that I love the waifus. But even I couldn't get into this game and I'm like, why am I playing this game again? I played it out of principle because like, okay, I beat 10. I gotta beat 10 too, just because so I can say that I beat 10 too. And then people look at me like, you actually played that game? I'm like, I unfortunately.
As they should. But
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. People are into different stuff, but when it's uh, what is that game for the Switch? I think it's Xenoblade Chronicles 2,
Oh yeah, I
where
couldn't get into that one.
it's where you
That
capture
one
these
was
things called blades, and
yeah.
they're big boobed anime women, and they all call you master.
That one's low key
It's
a Gooner game, yeah.
That was high key. It was
You get a mech eventually
clearly.
though. You get a mech eventually though, so it's Gundam esque.
I couldn't get it. I was like, I'm not the demographic
Yeah, I couldn't get into that
this.
one either. People look at me weird when I tell them, I'm like, aren't you into those kind of games? I'm like, I'm into games that have a substance, but also look like that.
Yeah,
If you have a good plot line, but look like that, I'm gonna play you. But I'm not gonna play you just because it looks like that. There's lots of games out there that have, obvious demographics that they're trying to appeal to that are not good.
it's pretty crystal clear what they're trying to do with Bayonetta. But if you like Devil May Cry, you should try it.
You know what? I couldn't get into Bayonetta. I played the first one,
I never beat them.
and I mean, I get the appeal. I really do.
Yeah,
I don't know. Devil May Cry is still better, and I'm not a fan of Devil May Cry, which is crazy.
I am.
And even Matt and Jaren and Omar, I'm like, you didn't like Bayonetta? I'm like, nah, not really. She was trying too hard.
Yeah, I played it, and I'm like, this is great. I'm gonna play Devil May Cry.
It actually made me want to play. That game got me to play all four first Devil May Cries up to five. I only played the demo of five, but I never actually played it. But it was because of Bayonetta that I ended up playing those games.
Five is great.
I no, I liked the demo. I just never bought the game. Like I did like the kid with the different arms. Where he gets different arms since he lost his
Yeah.
devil arm. I like that. That's cool. That's a cool feature. And then of course this is one of the few times you get to play as Virgil.
Well, not really. I mean, he's in 3 and 4.
No, but you get to play as him? You don't get to play as Virgil in four.
There's a like a special edition. If you get the digital, I got the digital PS4 version, and it came with Virgil.
But is it a skin or is it actual Virgil?
It's Virgil. It's the move set. They do the same thing.
Because I know that the kid is a descendant of Virgil and he has his
Yeah.
move set because he
Well,
has Yamato. Because he has
Virgil has
Yamato.
this. Yeah, he has. But Virgil uses Yamato slightly different. he has a slightly different moveset. The way Virgil works in those games is like there will be an opening cutscene for, Virgil's own thing and an ending cutscene at the end of the game. And the rest of the game is the exact same game you play as Dante with no explanation. Or you go through the
Exactly.
exact same shit, no cutscenes, just beginning and end. You play the entire game as Virgil, and you're just a different character with a different moveset, and it's great.
Mhm.
Usually you have to buy like a special edition
Mm,
or something. But nowadays, I bet if you bought Devil May Cry 5 on the PlayStation Network, it would
mm.
most likely come with it.
I mean, I think I stand alone when I say that I like Nero better than both of them.
I
People
like
look
Nero a lot too.
people looking at me like, why? I'm like, well, for starters, he's played by John Young Bosch, who's a
He's
cool voice actor.
Yeah.
And second, his sword is so badass with the revving, and then you have his devil arm, and then the robot arm he gets in five.
Do you
I don't know.
use
I,
the
I like
revving?
I like the fact that he. I feel like he's a really good successor to Virgil, even though, like I said, you don't really get to play as Virgil in the games unless you
Well,
jump through a
you
bunch
know,
of hoops.
get the special edition or buy the DLC.
I mean, I'm okay
That's
with
Capcom. That's Capcom again.
that
That's
is
they
cap.
put out Devil May Cry 5 and Devil May Cry 5 Arcade Edition, and
I'm surprised they haven't announced a new Devil May Cry yet.
I think there was a long time between 4 and
Especially
5.
especially because of the show. The show did really well, so you
I
think that
didn't
would have?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
I gave up on Castlevania also. And
uh,
Nocturne.
it was okay. It had its
I
moments.
the part so I really appreciate like the first series. That's some of the best writing I've ever experienced in
Oh no, yeah,
like
for
a show.
sure.
It's so
Like
so
especially
good.
the part of Dracula, you know,
Yeah, and then Requiem, or is that Nocturne? That's what it is, the
Nocturne.
one with Richter.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty good too, but then when Alucard showed up out of nowhere and said, "Hope I'm not too late,"
this
I
is
was
my
out.
show. He's like, this is
Yeah,
my show now.
I was like, you better not show up and say, "Hope I'm not too late." Like, and
This is
that's
my show, and it
exactly
goes
what
like,
he
this is
did.
my show now. When I saw
Basically,
that, my first thought like, oh, so this is like the Book of Boba Fett, but with him.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. But
And
I stopped
I
watching
feel
it.
bad because he's gonna steal the spotlight from all these characters because
Requiem is cool.
nobody's gonna want to see anybody else. They're gonna want to see Alucard. I
They
mean,
should have went to Simon.
the thing about the first Devil May Cry, the first Castlevania, I like the fact that it focuses on three parts of the franchise. Dracula, you know,
Yeah.
then you have the whole thing of Alucard and building his team or whatever, and then death. So
Oh yeah.
I think that's why it did so well. My favorite part of that show is just Dracula's part of him and him fighting. That whole segment, the fight scene, Dracula realizing what he's doing, and I was like, I'm trying to kill our boy, and crying, and he tells his son to kill him. Awesome. If they had ended the season right then and there, that would have been perfect for me.
Yeah, they took Castlevania 3 story for the NES and
Mm.
they just went crazy.
And it was great.
Yeah.
After that, I mean, I feel like they just were trying to top it, and the death one is the one where like too it was too grandiose for me. It's like they were just like, oh, limit breaker, limit breaker, limit breaker.
And it felt kind of like out of nowhere.
Hmm.
And I know
Yeah,
they were building up to something, but you didn't really know what it was. And then suddenly, it's death. But death's not really death. That's a demon that lives off of things dying. So they associated him as the Grim Reaper.
exactly. Either way, I mean, the show was okay. Like it wasn't. I mean, I've never been a fan of Castlevania. I don't like the macabre stuff. Like Matt, Omar, and even Jen, they like the gothic stuff.
I like some of them
I'm
very
sci-fi.
much.
I'm always sci-fi. I don't know how I'm friends with these guys.
I'm sci-fi first person shooter.
There you
I
go. Same
prefer
here.
those over military.
Same. Yeah.
I mean, I like
I should have married.
Wolfenstein bridges the
I
gap.
should have married you, John.
Probably should have.
Yeah.
Our
Let's
kids
run
would be
away
all
to
fucked
Vermont.
up. To Vermont? What's in
Is
Vermont?
no, that was back in the day. Back in the '90s, that's where you went to if you wanted to get married with another man. We'll move to Vermont.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonder if we can do it here.
No, yeah, you can now. Be illegal because it's considered bigotry or bigamy or whatever you call it.
Bigamy? Bigotry is like,
Polygamy.
oh, all right, because we're already married.
Yeah.
Damn it, they got us again.
It's fine. It's fine. All right. All right. So did you want to wrap it up? We've been at it for a little over an hour now.
Oh,
You got
gee, what do
anything
we do? What
else?
did we do for a final segment?
All right, so this is it, folks. This is the new Gameacologists with your fellow hosts, John and Ed from the Media Buff Podcast. We are gonna also try to bring more episodes of the Media Buff Podcast with John included. I like
Yay!
I like saying his name, John. So definitely tune in for more episodes. They might not be as long this time around, but there'll definitely be more. We'll try to put one out at least once a week. If not, we'll do like micro segments here and there of John and I just have random conversations, which
Even
is
this, honestly, like I want the audio file from this, and I'm gonna edit it. And even if like it's just a bunch of nonsense and doesn't become an episode, I'm gonna take chunks of this and make things.
well,
I've
I'll send it to you and then I'll run it through Opus clip and I'll send you the video so you can post them on your YouTube channel. Trust me,
okay.
dude. Shorts are gonna help. Shorts are definitely gonna help.
Yeah, that's how I make the because there have been a couple times where
That's the
like
money right there. That's where the money is.
we record an episode and then I'm listening to it and I'm like, this is a fucking mess. We are all over the place. It's tangent city. Like we're not staying on topic. This is just a disaster. I'm not gonna post this episode, but I will still take from it. Like it's not a complete wash. I've
As
done that like twice. Matt doesn't know. They were
as
they were
crazy as it sounds, sometimes your most chaotic episodes are the funniest, especially if there's a lot of laughing. Like
yeah.
if it's just you and your pals laughing like idiots, it'll
We're
do
just
well.
arguing. We're just like, no,
Or
no,
argue. Yeah,
in
yeah.
season one, he fucking
Some of the episodes that make me laugh from the Meet Above Pass are the ones of me and Matt arguing about something, and like Matt trying to make a point across, but taking an hour to do so.
yeah.
Good times, good times. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe at the Gameacologists on Spotify. Do you still have a Spotify?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll put it on Spotify and YouTube.
And on the tube, and he's also on TikTok as John Solo. Is it John Solo
Three,
216?
356.
356. John Solo 356. He's got a lot of clips on there. And yeah, we'll talk to you hopefully next week.
Yeah.
All right. Deuces.